male or female, which one you should start off with your breeding program. YouTube, what's the deal? I'm LB the breeder, man. So we're here with another video, man, and we're gonna talk about the number one question that a lot of people that come into the game always ask. What should I start with? Should I start with a male bully or should I start with a female? And my answer to that is, it depends on the scenario, right? My preference, to be honest, if I'm gonna just start with one bully and we starting with a puppy, I'm gonna choose the female. And I'm gonna choose the female because it's a more variety of options when it comes to dealing with having a female bully, right? So when you get your female, yeah, it does take time to be able to breed her, right? It does take up to, a mature way for the dog, and for the process, you want to be able to make sure she's at least had 2 heat cycles. At least 2 heat cycles, which should be usually is around between 13 to 15 years old, but full maturity, 3rd heat cycle around 2 years, man, is what they say. The best time to breed your female. So that alone, it makes a difference between the male and the female. But the advantages of having a female bully, you can pick a stud that you desire, that you want, that you feel that can bring correctness to your female, add color, add bone, add structure, whatever you looking for. You can go out and actually pick a bull to complement your female or make your female better. And when people always say like make your female better or make your bull better or whatever, it's pretty much saying what the puppies is gonna be, what that next generation is gonna be. So when you do, so when you happen to go ahead and pick your stud, right? And this is the advantage. When you go to pick your stud that you're gonna breed your female to, you're gonna be able to give a litter. Not everybody get lucky like that though. You might have a litter of 1 pup, you might have a litter of 2 pups, you might have a litter of 3, you might have a litter of 8, 10. Now that's gonna make a big difference on your variety that you have out of that litter. Once you pick that stud for your female, you're gonna be able to have a variety of puppies. If you're able to have a full litter of 5 to 8 dogs, 8 puppies, you're gonna have a variety to pick from, and then you're gonna want to pick the best puppies off of that litter. That's how you take advantage of being able to have a female, using a female for your camp. With a male, whatever he is, he gonna be. And then if you want to be able to enhance, to make a better him, then now you have to end up getting a female anyway. You see what I'm saying? So it's advantages, it's a lot of advantages when it comes to having your female. But when it comes to having a male, and you start off with a male, once he's a year old, he can be able to start breeding. Off top, he can start breeding and when he's a year old, according to ABKC registration, to be able to register your litters. His semen is coming out earlier than that, but as far as when it comes to be able to register your dog, register your puppies. That's one thing. Another thing is, if your boy ends up being a real true stud, you can start selling semen with him, and he can sell semen till he 9, till he dead and gone, if we being honest. As long as he's able to, everything is still functioning. It's males out here that's 6, 7, 8 years old that's still selling semen, regularly, with the right marketing. And this is the thing, when it comes to the males, if he's producing, that's gonna take your male to the next level. So you have the looks, you have the marketing to take your male to a whole nother level. So anyway, I advise anybody anyway, this is the thing, when you have a male, right, and especially if you're fresh and stuff like that, you probably not gonna have too many people that's gonna wanna buy to stud him out, unless he just has that look. But if you have a female, if you have females on your yard, you better be using that boy in your camp, because that's how you're able to see the productions. They're like, oh, okay, he over there producing, because now you be able to show proof of what the dog is actually doing. But if you don't do these certain type of steps and stuff like that with this male, he will just be a pet. I mean, you can still use him for your camp, but basically he's not going to be making no money for you and be able to advance you. he can still advance your camp, but yeah, he's just not gonna be able to make your money, no money for you like you thought he would. With the females, it's almost like pretty much, as long as she's having puppies, it's almost like guaranteed. Whether you selling the puppies for $100 or what, you know, you're gonna be making a profit with those puppies. But before profit and before all of that, man, you want to be able to build a foundation for your account before you start thinking about money. Because if you start just giving away your best dogs and then you can't breed to them, or you're not breeding to them, or you know, you put your dog in a situation to where a good dog in a situation to where you ain't got no access, man, it could end up being all bad. So another thing, I feel like when it comes to the males, as long as he's a healthy bull, I feel like you spending less money at the vet than you do with the females. When it comes to the females, they just, you know, they got a lot more going on to where, you know, they got, one thing about the females, the main thing is they have discharge. So if you start seeing certain type of discharges and stuff like that, sometimes it's like, boom, I gotta rush to the vet. I gotta go to the vet and see what is this discharge, why is she discharging and stuff like that. Males, usually you don't really have to worry about, you know, the UTIs and all that extra stuff that the females be going through. The female bullies be going through some stuff sometimes, man. So yeah, that's another advantage that you would have with a male. And if you're able to have a male, it can be the face of your camp. Not too many females is the face of your camp. It can be for the time being, but you know, you're gonna always have to, after a few years, man, it's pretty much be a wrap for the female as far as being a breeding program, you know, and stuff like that. Here is something else that you can do, right? If you have the funds and you do it the right way, not only can you get a male, you can get a female at the same time. But you're gonna want to have two different type of bloods, or if you're gonna be line breeding that, you really don't. That's really kind of early to be line breeding your first two dogs, but you can if you're gonna be adding something else to it to be able to make it work. But you want to start off with two different bloods if you are going to kind of start off with a male and a female, and then you can just automatically breed them together. You feel me? You got the best of both worlds. You know, you got your stud over here and you got your female right here, because once you breed her to him that first time, then the next go around you can breed her to another stud, you know, and another stud, and then him. And then once you collect, you know, your monies and stuff like that, then you go ahead and add another female to your camp. But yeah, it's a lot of advantages on both ends. Some people just want to know, like, man, should I get a female? Should I get a male? Man, it's really what your preference is. But my advice, I would start with a female, because you're in a little bit in more control of the situation when it comes to trying to have quality pups. You know, the male, if you get it from a pup, you know, you never know what he gonna turn out to be. He can even turn out on fire, and then he know he can't produce at all. Stuff like that happens. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. You already know. I'm doing a giveaway to people who's commenting on my video, my subscribers that's commenting on my video, you know, whether it be good, bad, giving me feedback, you know. I'm just trying to support my supporters that's been supporting me, man. And like I said, we here as a family, and I want to be able to continue to give y'all the content that's needed so we can all learn some stuff, have fun, and, you know, and continue to enjoy my videos. Like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, man. If you like this content, if I keep popping up on your YouTube suggestions and stuff like that, man, it's giving you a sign, man, to go ahead and subscribe to this channel, man. I'm the Breeder. I appreciate y'all rocking with me today, and I'm out.